Hello, I'm Richard Beach with Sonic State Amped, and welcome to this, our Boss Bitesize review feature, where we're reviewing a Boss pedal every day for a month. That's almost the entire collection, with the idea being that if you're close to buying one of these very popular pedals, you can look at this review, see how it sounds, and make the decision for yourself. So today we have the dynamic wah, the AW-3. There's so much wah packed into this. You can even get different vowel sounds, you can plug an expression pedal in, operate the wah manually, there's loads of stuff you can do. So here's a sort of quick example of what it sounds like with one of the greatest little sound bites ever. The beginning of the Grange Hill theme tune from the original Grange Hill theme tune there, not the new one. But let's get stuck into the pedal. So the first thing you're going to want to do with the wah pedal is get a sort of accurate funky sound. So let's see if we can get a chugga chugga out of this. Here we go. So the short answer is yes, you can get a waka waka sound even with a Les Paul rather than a Strat, which you would probably want for that sort of sound. But basically, the main thing is being able to change vowel sounds. So you've got vowel 1 and you've got vowel 2, which at the moment I've got set to an O and an E. So you can plug an expression pedal in and actually have one of these manually operated, but if you don't do that, then they'll both just be non-manually operated. So if I switch to a U on both of them actually, and also, just here on this knob, you can set the mode of the wah. So you can either have it cocking up, cocking down, you can have it sharp, or you can have it on tempo, which basically means that you can tap tempo for a wah solo, which is quite useful. So if we go on the down mode, which I think I'm on right now, it's kind of hard to see from here, on the U sound, this is what you get. So you get that really compressed, choked, it's not actually, it sounds less like a wah and more just like a really overly processed guitar sound, which is really cool. And then if you go on the tempo mode and we change to the vowels of, let's go for A, and let's go for E. Let's go for a really rock and roll, almost metal wah sound here. And I'm going to tap the tempo quite fast. So more of a modern wah sound now. And that's not all. So this is what it sounds like on chords. If we go back to up mode and then we go, let's do an E and let's go for an O. Get some quite nice sounds out of this as well. Just going to reel down the gain ever so slightly on my amp. So you can get some nice rhythm tones as well, so playing chords. So in terms of a roundup, I'll try and be really quick because there's a lot to get through on this pedal. There's lots you can do with it. That's the main draw of the pedal itself. You can even plug a bass in and that will be processed in terms of DSP slightly differently as when your guitar is plugged in. The one drawback for me is it's sometimes quite harsh and difficult to tame, but that is the nature of wah generally, and you get that on all wah pedals. I think just on this one slightly more than on others. But if you're a real fan of wah, there's just loads of stuff you can do. I'm quite a big fan of wah, as long as it's not used in a cheesy way. So I'm just going to play you out on this one, basically.